The 6th day. Friday's partings.
Hey dude, get up! Ha! You liar! You just answered me.
Good morning. Sorry to wake you. There's something we wanted to talk about.
Did you hear about what Ronaldo did?
No, that's not it. Remember how Yamato told us about his meritocracy plans yesterday? I think Ronaldo must have heard about it, because he announced he's going to defeat Gyps. He said something about how he wants all mankind to be equal, and not in a merit system.
Yeah, he's already got a big mob ready to go against Gyps in Nagoya. I think they're gonna have it out. He's up against Yamato. I don't think anyone can come out on top against him.
We have a lot of thinking to do.
Huh? About what? The world. It's such a huge thing that it's hard to seriously think about it.
That might be true. But remember what you told us, Daichi? About what the man in red said?
Oh yeah! How if all the Septentrions are defeated, you get to meet Polaris. He said whoever does that can change the world to the way they want it.
First, you have to prove that you're worth listening to, though, right?
That's the gist of it. At least we'll have to unify our group's opinion. I mean, up till now we beat the Septentrions as a team.
We'll have to give her someone's opinion, even if it's not Yamato's, right? We need to think hard about whether or not we can agree on something like that.
That's the truth. The other guys seem to all have their own ideas.
We've worked together for so long. I hate that we're fighting like this. I guess I can't say that if Polaris listens to the will of the species. We may have to fight. They both seem so extreme that it's hard to side with either of them.
Looks like we need to give this some serious thought. Everyone has their own opinions. If we get the time, we should ask about them.
Yes, Nita, what do you want?
I wanted to ask you something. Why did you,
I've seen this for some time now. You are wise and open-minded, Nita, but rather poor at relationships. It is a noticeable defect.
Sorry. I'll try to keep that in mind.
So long as you understand. Now, what do you want? Keep it brief, please.
Why did you say those things when you know they could cause a split?
A split? How very amusing. I assume you mean my speech about the meritocracy.
What's so funny? You hide things from people. Make them angry and scared. How is that funny?
Silence, girl. It is not required that you understand. Think what you will.
Why do you say things like that? If you were nicer, people would be more understanding.
I don't doubt it. That is how the world rotted in the first place.
What? Rotted?
Nita, you must be quite happy with the status quo. All your good intentions and sincere endeavors will never succeed over self-interest. No one takes the long view. Any civility man maintains is only to prevent the loss of social benefits. Those dregs are worthless. They rise up while the worthy are crushed underfoot. What is the point in such a world? To be a true leader, one must jettison the past that has built up like so much filth. If no one else will do it, then I must. I'll fight to the bitter end, even if I stand alone.
But excuse me.
Now then, you're here, aren't you? You knew I noticed your presence, didn't you? I can see the pawns have begun to think. Now, the question is, what conclusion will they reach? The fool in Nagoya, he is trivial. If he gets in my way, I will crush him. That is all. No matter how desperately they struggle, only one world can be made. Only one world is worthy of being made. Those filth waste their lives propping each other up. If they cannot agree to my merit system, then I will gladly sacrifice every last one for my ideal. I do respect you. I won't force you to my side, but I hope you will consider this carefully.
So like I said, you didn't know anything about what old Yami was up to, right?
No, but I followed my own beliefs.
There you go again. It's okay to blame stuff on other people sometimes.
Still, I did some terrible things to you all.
Psh, whatever. You must go west, young man. Into the future.
Thank you, Akie. Although I'm not a man, and likely older than you.
So, anyways, what are you gonna do, Makoto?
What do you mean?
We know what Yamato wants, and we know what shape the world's in, so what are you gonna do? Do you keep bowing to that guy, go to Polaris, set up his meritocracy? Or do you say, to hell with this, and leave Gyps to support a different choice?
Corruption and other evils could be done away with in Chief Hotsuin's world. Still, it doesn't seem right to bring about a society where the weak are oppressed.
You're not gonna leave Gyps, are you?
What? I mean,
You owe them, right? You don't seem like the type who'd let a debt like that go unpaid.
What will you do? Do you have any intention of siding with Gyps?
You know how flaky I am. I'd be the first to go in a meritocracy.
That's not true, Akie. You're very intelligent, and certainly can be determined.
Nah, it's cool. Let me be serious here for a second. What if we really could make a world where everyone was equal and helped each other? Does that sound like a pipe dream? Maybe. There'd be no reward for doing your best.
Egalitarianism. Do you plan to side with Ronaldo?
I don't know. Who can say?
I agree that helping out your fellow man is a wonderful thing to do, but is that the path to peace? You'll never excel at anything. You'll never be appreciated as you act selflessly.
That's the thing, huh? You got a point. There's problems with that system, too.
You're likely to see people dependent on society and living off others' hard work. Even in this world, before the disaster, that was becoming a problem. I can't say those who never take any responsibility have the right to live.
That's pretty harsh, Makoto. I suppose I can't deny it. What to do?
Oh, hello. I didn't see you there.
Hey, man. Well, I guess everyone has a different opinion.
This isn't easy for me. Asserting one's beliefs. Even Akie, who has fought at our side all this time, has qualms. It's not just him, either. It seems there are other Ronaldo sympathizers among us. At this rate, conflict between those of different beliefs will be unavoidable. If that happens, will I be able to fight? Ronaldo and his rioters are opposed to Gyps, but that doesn't make them evil. To say nothing of potentially having to draw my weapon against my former comrades. I'm sorry. I'd like to be alone for a while.
What? That makes no sense. It's just wrong.
Is it? Honestly, I don't care either way.
Think about it. He calls it a merit system, but really it's just bullying. We can't let that happen. It's wrong.
You know I don't care, right? Why do you continue speaking to me?
It's not like you're the only one I'm talking to. His stupid ideas make no sense.
As I've said, repeatedly, I don't care.
Then you don't care if he sets up his merit system?
Nope, don't see a problem.
How can you think that? I don't believe this.
Look, I've had it harder than you think. I was poor. Paying my tuition was never easy.
That's just it. Wouldn't it be better if people weren't rejected because they didn't have the money or the right circumstances? Isn't it unfair that not everyone gets the same opportunities?
I think that's a superficial view.
What?
Whining about how life's unfair is a loser's excuse. You'd be surprised what you can get if you try, especially if you do anything to get it. I did everything I could to get what I wanted. Those who wouldn't were limited from the start.
But...
Opportunities don't exist in a vacuum state. If you can't get results, you're a failure.
What? Are you stupid or something? That's totally wrong! Everyone tries to live to the fullest. Even the people who don't have the talent to get what they want, they still try. You want to cast them aside unless they get results? There's no way that's right. Even worse, you just brush them off and call them weak. I could never do that. I'm done here. Stupid Fumi.
I seem to have upset her. Oh, hello there. Want some tea? It's all I have. Alright, give me a sec while I get the gas going for the burners. I'm sure you could hear her, but it seems the Chief and Irie's views are like oil and water. With no point of commonality, it's to be expected that they'll oppose each other. It may come down to there being no other way but to make them listen through force. It's a harder method than I'd like, but there is a time factor to consider.
Hello? It's Yamato Hotsuin. My apologies, but I'd like to call upon your help. A surprisingly serious situation has arisen. You seem the best suited to handling it. I'm glad, but my meaning was a bit different. How to explain? This is something my personality would make difficult to handle. Head for the festival gate. You'll understand once you arrive.
Hey, what are you doing here? Yep, I know. He asked me to help you out.
Hey there, game to help out? Yamato called me too. He said something about you being the right man for the job. What is the job?
Hey, you guys! I finally found you. Chief Hotsuin called me to come help.
Huh? You guys too? Hold on. Does this mean something terrible's gonna happen if we don't hurry? Yamato called all of us, right? Doesn't that make this officially a big deal? Come on, don't be so nonchalant about this. You're the biggest gun Gyps has, you know. You ought to be more aware of your significance.
She's right. We all think of you as our leader.
Haha, ain't that the truth? Well, shall we?
Let's move out.
Well, what's with that demon? He looks pretty stupid, but seems insanely strong.
What the heck is going on over there? He's stealing maca from demons? That's just cruel. Huh? Wait a second. I know that demon.
Oh, hey, it's Milliken. I've seen him before.
Not Milliken, it's Billiken with a B. Like, boy, you're dumb.
Was this what Chief Hotsuin was talking about?
Damn, he noticed us. What should we do? What was that about? I can't believe that was really Billiken. I've touched the bottoms of his feet tons of times. I never thought he'd be so greedy.
All's well that ends well, right? Plus, we got to see something pretty unique.
You're so unconcerned about all this. I guess I'm still not convinced. That stinking Yamato. He called us out here because he knew this would happen.
Ugh, I can't believe him! I'm gonna go give him a piece of my mind.
Damn right. I'm coming too.
Seriously? You really think that?
What's the problem with it?
I mean, look at it. It's a merit system. If you can't contribute, you're out.
So, the useless ones should die off. It's more natural anyway.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. No, Keita. Bad Keita.
I don't got time to waste on this. Wait. You're worried you'll get cut off, aren't you?
What? Like that'd happen. I'm awesome at what I do.
Yeah? And there's no problem. We're done here.
That's not what I meant. Isn't there some solution where everyone gets along? There has to be another way. We've all been through so much together.
That's creepy as hell, dumbass. Stuff like that ain't an option. You're getting on my nerves, man. You say you don't want to fight, but you don't have anything better. You keep going on without choosing sides, and you're just gonna get left in the cold. Meritocracy or equality, Daichi? Man up and make up your damn mind.
Keita, wait! Oh, hey, dude. What's up with you? Man, I've really done it now. Keita won't even listen to me. Ever since Yamato brought up that ridiculous merit system, everyone's been acting weird. It's gonna come down to those who stand with Yamato and those who stand against him. The world's gone to crap and now the survivors are taking sides. It's depressing, man. I wonder what everyone really thinks. I'm not on either side. Yamato and Ronaldo are both way too extreme. Only, well, you heard Keita. Where does that leave me? As everyone's enemy? How did we get here? How the hell? I can't believe we actually have to worry about this. I missed last week when our biggest problem was entrance exams. No, come on, this isn't the time to get all depressed. I gotta do something. If I could get everyone to agree on one opinion, it'd have to be a really good one.
I can't believe that freaking Yamato.
That seems like a pretty common reaction.
Well, of course they'd do something like this. Ronaldo and Yamato are both being obstinate. Why can't men ever give an inch? Now's not the time for some philosophical argument about merit and equality. Oppressing the weak and lazing through life are both wrong. We need a better way.
Maybe. Still, wouldn't it be nice if everyone was equal like Ronaldo wants?
Are you serious, Otome? It wouldn't be good at all.
Wouldn't everyone be happy? I'd help you, you'd do the same for me. Wouldn't that make the world a kinder place?
But it couldn't happen. You know I'd risk my life for you, but not for random strangers.
I suppose you're right. Forcing that on people wouldn't be right either.
That's why things can't go on like this. We gotta do something. We're all friends, right? Why do we have to lose our cool over this stuff? Friends should be working together to find a way through whatever comes up, not tearing each other apart.
You're probably right. Oh, I should be getting back to work. See you later, Hinako.
I still don't know what to do. At this rate... Oh, hey, what do you think we should do? It seems like no one agrees with anyone else. At this rate, we're going to wind up at each other's throats. That can't happen. Exactly. We gotta find another way. The void is swallowing up more and more of the world. We gotta hurry. We can fix this.
Say something. If you don't speak up, I won't know what you want.
Have some of this. That's good.
Chawanmushi? Is this some kind of message?
No, it's good food. People are hungry, so they want to fight.
You brought this to stop me from fighting with Hotsuin?
Yep.
I understand what you're after now, but I can't do what you want me to.
That's too bad. Why can't you be friends?
Jungo, there's just no getting around some things. There comes a time when you have to act, even if it costs you your life. That time is now. Hotsuin wants a world where the weak are always under the strong. But humans aren't animals like that. I haven't lived this long to just lie down and accept it. We must work hard for everyone, while others work hard for us. And this moment, right now, isn't this the time to voice that idea loud and clear? Hell will freeze over before I bow to Hotsuin. I won't let this merit system spoil my harmonious world.
I don't want to fight them. They're my friends. It's not right.
I won't demand that you agree with me. You have to follow the path you believe in. Jungo, even if we meet on the battlefield, it'll never, ever be personal.
Okay. I'm still sad, though.
Oh, hello. I thought so. That'll make explaining things easier. I will stop Gyps, even if it costs me my life. Yes, I think it's the only way for people to be truly happy. Hotsuin is strong, but unless someone challenges him, light will never shine on this world. I will do everything in my power to bring about a world of true equality. I'm not stupid enough to pick a fight I have no chance of winning. Daichi told me how to get to Polaris. You have to destroy all the Septentrions to open the way, right? Then that's what I'll do. I'll stop Hotsuin's plans, no matter what.
This is a huge help, Ronnie. How's things on your end?
I'm fine. Don't worry about me. Anything to help out the civilians.
How altruistic of you. Almost altruistic. Hey, that's got a nice ring to it.
No, it really doesn't.
It's syringes and stuff. You want some? Ronnie gave us a whole stash of medical supplies.
Don't tell anyone, but I kinda stole this stuff from Gyps. I figured there's no shortage of people who might benefit, so I've been stealing them little by little. Joe here's actually been a big help. Did your girlfriend ask you to pitch in?
Actually, her doctor. When he heard I was with Gyps, he begged me for some extra supplies. But Gyps told me they couldn't give away their ration supplies to civilians, so I was out of luck. But I couldn't go back to my girl empty-handed, so I asked Ronnie. Turns out that was a good call. Thanks, by the way.
My pleasure. The sincerity of your impassioned plea moved me to lend you some aid. Either way, ever since that Hotsuin announced his plans, things have gotten worse.
Yeah, you're right. At least it seems like he's still gonna wait for our answer about this whole Polaris thing. Well, for now, box duty is about the only thing I can really do, so I'll be taking these and heading out.
Wait a moment. Let's check inside and make sure we got what they asked for. Antibiotics? Anesthesia? Painkillers?
I had to take some antibiotics once. I got food poisoning from some expired milk. That was pretty terrible.
Various hygiene products? Bandages? Not many IVs, though. You'll have to use something else.
Are these painkillers? Geez, they're huge. How's a guy supposed to swallow something like this?
If you absolutely need IVs, come ask me. I'll have my team do another search through Nagoya.
Whoa, check these out. Anesthetics. You want a shot? That's what I like to hear. Just taking the bull by the horns. A good leader just goes by gut feeling.
Hey, Joe, were you listening to anything I've said?
Huh? Oh, sorry, what's up? I wasn't listening to anything you said.
You can't sit still for a minute, can you? You're absolutely ridiculous. Be serious, okay? Serious.
Sorry about that.
Hey, what a coincidence seeing you here. I'd never stoop that low. I play fair and square. I wanted to tell you something. When we hit the Nagoya branch, we found a set of blueprints. They showed a strange, empty space underneath. The very same. That's why I've come here. My sources are certain. The Hotsuin family commissioned it. In which case, odds are good that there was some ulterior motive in its design. Come with me. Let's take a look. Good Lord! What is all this? This is unbelievable. To think they built this right under the Metropolitan Building. Huh? Look at the floor. What are these patterns? Almost certainly. It's definitely a magic circle. The Hotsuin family is known to use them. Except it's ridiculously huge. What could Hotsuin need with a circle this big? That's it! The Hotsuin family is known for two things, the dragon stream and demon summoning. He must have prepared this circle to summon something unimaginable. We are one step closer to the truth. Let's start heading back. We don't want Gyps finding out we're here. Looks like we're in the clear. Good thing no one found us. Sorry, you may have been okay with it, but relations between Hotsuin and I are pretty strained. Anyway, I'll have my people do some digging into that huge magic circle. I think you should keep it in mind too.
Good timing. We were just about to call.
A new Septentrion appeared. Supposedly it's around here somewhere. Right, Fumi?
Mm-hmm. A Gyps agent was fighting it a moment ago, but reported it fled towards Ikebukuro. We're on our way to support them now. We don't know much. The scene's in total chaos.
Analyze later! We gotta catch it!
Stupid giant monster thing! I'll bring it down to size!
That's today's Septentrion. Apparently it's called Mizar.
Keita! We came to help!
Are you dense? I don't need any help. I can handle this by myself. What the hell?
Ew, it came apart? The part we attack breaks off and moves on its own. And the new part grows immensely. Its regeneration rate is incredible.
Crap! It's coming this way!
Bastard! You can't just ignore me! What the hell? Stop splitting!
I see. It splits whenever an external force attempts to damage it.
Oh no! Everyone, look!
Damn it! Don't you run away from me! Come back here, you coward! Damn demons! Stop getting in my way!
Keita, no! We have to do something about these first! We'll fight with you!
I can't believe I'm letting that stupid thing run! Just don't get in my way, guys!
Unlimited replication. Huh, that's troublesome.
Seriously, what was up with that thing? We kept hitting it and it kept duplicating!
There's no end to it. When we didn't hit it, it just got even bigger.
The pattern has changed, unlike the past Septentrions. It's like it's learning.
Thank goodness you all got out safe. Are you okay? What happened to Mizar?
We exterminated all the little ones, but the main one got away from us. What's going on? Has headquarters made a damage assessment?
The report came in just now. This one is very different from the others. First, the main Mizar spawns small ones when attacked. It can do this without limit. Even when left alone, it splits off small ones over time to increase its numbers.
Huh, so the big one divides naturally. This could put a kink in things.
Worse still, the small ones grow into mid-sized ones before long, then spawn more small ones. It keeps multiplying and causing increasing damage. The others are containing it, but can't for long.
Are they trying to defeat the big one at the source?
No, that's impossible. The more we attack the large body, the more small ones split off. Even if we could defeat it, the small ones grow too fast and we'd be quickly outnumbered.
No way!
It's worrying to be certain. Right now, all we can do is defeat the ones that split off.
Even that's just a slow downhill slide. Our forces are limited. The enemies aren't. It's only a matter of time before we're annihilated. We won't last the day.
They're discussing a plan at headquarters, too. I hope they come up with something.
Were you serious, Fumi? You don't think we'll last one day?
It's a rough estimate, but extrapolating outward, Mizar will be everywhere by tomorrow.
Can't we do anything? What if we crush the big Mizar in one shot?
That's it! We can find a demon that's perfect for this situation, like we did with Shiva and Kama.
I don't think we will. If any demon could do what we need to be done, we'd have used it.
Demons are out. What about a Gyp's trump card or something?
A trump card, huh? I don't know, so I can't really say. Huh. You know about that.
Wait, you mean there really is some secret Gyp's weapon?
Technically, but I don't think it'll be usable. It's under the Chief's control.
What kind of explanation is that? Spill, weirdo!
Is he referring to me? I've been told not to speak on that topic. Wait, you know what? You called me a weirdo. I'm not telling you a damn thing.
If the weirdo shoe fits, weirdo!
Will you guys give it a rest?
Oh, that is it, you bitch!
These two are always like this. I guess in a way they do get along. Hey! That gives me an idea. You get along with Yamato, right? Why don't you just go and ask Yamato?
That seems a feasible plan. The Chief holds you in high esteem.
Yeah, we should have done that from the start instead of asking this weirdo.
There you go again, squirting that tiny trickle of thought from your gaping oral cavity.
What? You've got tiny thoughts.
That's enough! Oh, you two are so stupid! I'm not gonna waste my time.
it's you. I was, just trying to sort out what Fumi told us about the terminals. Really? That'd be a great help. Thank you. We can start with what Fumi said about everything boiling down to information. The terminal can transport people because we're information too, right? So, what about demons? Good. That's what I thought too. I mean, demons appear out of thin air, right? Wouldn't that suggest their data is received from somewhere and recreated here? Whew. I'm glad you agree. If it is true, where would demons' information come from? Yeah, when the terminal sends people, there's a specific departure and arrival point. Then, are demons somewhere else before they're summoned by the app? We can't say for sure because there's no way to confirm it. What if they're all related? The demon's home, the disaster's cause, and the Septentrions? I wonder, what is there that connects them all? Oh, sorry. I'll think about it some more. We still don't know a whole lot, but I think we made some progress. Thanks.